Alright, boys. The 29th day of February, 8:22 a.m. You know, I put a lot of videos of metal detectors on YouTube. You know, some of you folks out there may watch my videos and some of you may not. Of course, the ones that don't watch the videos won't hear what I'm going to say here. So I've got two machines over here. They cost about the same money, a DEUS II and a Manticore. Alright. Question is, can I do something with one of these machines I can't do with the other? The answer is yes, and I'm going to show you. And it's probably, truth be told, it's not so much as one machine outperforming the other when it comes to iron unmasking. That could be a factor, but that's probably what you're going to see in this video may actually show that this Manticore, MindLab Manticore, the way it's been set up, there may be a better way for a future model. Alright, and the fine folks at XP, they can watch this video should they choose. Okay? Now, see that nail there elevated above that nickel? Alright? Now, I'm not going to run this machine conventionally. Alright? I'm in the fast program. This is version 2.00. I've got a 10 disc, which, you know, you can put a 10 disc in this machine. It's allowed. I have a silencer 1. I'm in 5 tones. I have a notch of 00 through 04. That gets rid of a lot of the iron in this machine. Okay, remember that. Alright, silencers 1, and in the tones, the first band, which would typically be your iron range, I've got max pitch, see it in the camera right there, and max volume. Okay? Now remember, I've got a notch of 0 through 4. That's going to get rid of a whole lot of iron with this machine. Will it get rid of all of it? Nope. Is this usable in the wild? Yes. It's very usable. Now, I'm not going to show the 9-inch call. I could, but I want to do a call for call here, 11-inch to 11-inch call, to show you what I'm going to show you here. Okay. Now, I think everybody's going to agree with what I'm fixing to say. Okay. Our audio response is 4. I've got some bad glare out here. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so I'm in speed 3. Okay? Now here's this nail right here, and I'm going to sweep that Manticore over that same nail eventually here. Okay, so you hear that machine there. That's not a very good signal on that nail, that DEUS II. I'm down there close to that old nail. That's an inch above it, 2 inches, 3 inches. You hear that. Now I'm over this nail and this nickel. Okay, listen. You hear that? It's got a 5 in the meter. Well, everybody agree that watches this video, with this machine set up like it is, the silencer at 1, if I take this machine to the wild, if I dig signals like that right there, I'm going to eventually dig a non-ferrous target with this machine. Okay, it may be a nickel, but it could be a non-ferrous target. Now, I'm in the fast program. It runs on some higher frequency versus some of the other programs on this model detector. But you see that. Now, I'm not going to remove that nickel there and let you hear that nail. This machine is not hitting that nail. Okay, I'm over the nail right now. You see that? You don't hear anything, but when I get over that nickel, you hear that? So if I chose to run this machine like this in the wild, it's a better unmasker. But now it doesn't necessarily get rid of all iron. Okay, but look at this nail right here. See that nail right there? Hear what that sounds like. Now, I'm going to leave the camera run. We're going back to 6.8 disc. I'm taking the notch out of the machine. Silencer stays the same, 5 tones. I'm going back over here. I'm going to lower the first tone bend back down low. I think like 202 for a normal sounding iron tone. That's pretty close. I'll leave the volume maxed, okay? So now I don't have any notch in the machine, and I'm still in 5 tone. You hear that? Okay? So we get the same signal now on both scenarios, unlike before. Okay? Does everybody agree with that? So in the wild, this noise here is the iron tone pitch. I guess I could lower it down a little more. I'll just leave it alone. So you hear those sound the same. That nail and nickel sound identical, don't they? Unlike previous settings I showed in this machine that I could use in the wild to try to unmask some non-ferrous targets around iron. Okay? I'm turning the DEUS II off. Manticore is coming on with the latest version. I'm only going to look at all-terrain low conductors. Alright, that's good for a noise cancel. Okay. So I'm up here at an upper ferrous limits of 4. Upper ferrous limits of 4. Now I had the DEUS II in speed 3. We're at speed 6. I'm coming over this nail and this nickel with this 11-inch call. What do you hear? I'm going to come around here and get down close to the nickel. So the machine is working, but we don't hear anything, do we? Upper ferrous limits number 4. Remember that. That's how high I was sweeping that DEUS II call. With those original settings I showed you in this video. Now, there's that nail right there. You hear that? So what I'm saying, there's no way for me to set this machine up to not hear that. And hear that nickel. See what I'm saying? I don't have a way to knock the iron out. See, if I go over here, I can increase the upper ferrous limits. Alright, now there's 6. Now the nail sounds pretty good, don't it? But now I'm back over here. No detection on the nickel. So the way this machine is set up, see, I can use notch and disc on that machine and change the first tone bend, and notch part of the iron range, or the majority of it, and make that machine give me some signal on that nickel. I'm going to let the upper ferrous limits down to 3. So I get a 58 in the meter, and I got a dot up there. Now I'm over here. So I have to run the upper ferrous limits all the way down to 3 on this machine to give me signal on that nickel. But yet on this nail right here, listen, it's all over that nail. See the difference? So I can't, I can't make this machine. I can run it at upper ferrous limits 3, but I can't run it that way in a high iron side. She's going to be on a lot of iron signaling, okay? Back to upper ferrous limits 4. Back over here over the nickel and the nail. Nothing, okay? And I've done checked all the speeds, okay? So what I'm saying is I can't maneuver this machine by the way it's engineered, designed like I can this machine. Alright? I just thought I would share this. I may try to take that machine to the wall today, the DEUS II. I don't know, it's pretty cold out here and it's getting windy, alright? I hope everybody enjoyed. Alright, I'm going to shoot this clip and add it to this previous clip. Manticore's still out here. Now, I went to the custom setup and all-terrain low conductors. Okay, you see it there? I'll show you this. Okay, so I'm in the custom 1. Okay? So I don't have no detection on that nail there. Now remember the DEUS II, I wasn't getting detection on that nail, but I was getting signal coming across the nickel and the nail. Okay, so now I've got the Manticore set up as such. I'm hovering that nail. Okay. Now I'm removing the nickel. You see what I'm saying? So in that scenario right there, more or less, I can make the DEUS II actually perform. I can't make the Manticore perform. Okay? On a US nickel and more or less that configuration, I can make that DEUS II get rid of a lot of iron audibly and detect, give me a clue that a non-ferrous target is there. I can't do it with this machine because of the way it's set up. What it gives me to set it up. I can get rid of that nail, but the DEUS II I was allowed to get rid of that nail and that nail and get the nickel. Can't do it with this machine. Okay? That's just my feelings about it, folks. You gotta believe whatever you want, I hope you enjoyed.